Hello and welcome everyone. In the last lecture, we saw that how we can use the require and include function in our project to include various files in our project. So those who haven't seen that lecture, you can find that video in the I button. So I want you to watch that video first so that you can understand this lecture properly. So in this lecture, we will see what is require once and include once. So let's get started. This is a file home1.php and which is inside our demo directory inside the htdocs folder. And in this file, I have a simple h1 tag, a h3 tag, and at the very top, I am writing a PHP function required to include this file header.php, and at the bottom, I am again using the include function to include a file footer.php. This is the header.php file and this is the footer.php file. So I am using the require and include function in my home1.php file. So if I go to the browser now and open home1.php, so you can see that we have the header and we even have the footer. So let's see the difference between require and require once and include include once. So now suppose if I write here, remove this require and write here include. So if I save this and open the browser, okay, so we will get the same thing because it is doing the same thing. Okay, now if I copy this sentence, copy this command and paste it 2 times just below it. Okay, so I am including this header.php file 3 times. Okay, here, and go to the browser and open the file. So we can see that we have 3 headers. Okay, now we have 3 headers in our website. So we don't want a website to have 3 headers or any file included more than once, correct? So suppose you have by mistake included the files 2 times. So suppose it is a mistake, then how to encounter it? So in this scenario, we will use the include once function. Okay, so just see, I will come here and write, okay, wait, now include once. In the same manner, I will change the function, all the 3 functions to include once. And here also. Now if I save this and go to the browser and hit refresh. So see, we can see only one header. We have the statement written 3 times, but we are getting only one header displayed in the browser. Why? Because this function, what it does, it includes this file. Okay, once at the very top at line number 9, we can see that it is including the file header.php. So what does this mean? That once it has included this file by using this include one function, then again if we try to include the same file, it will not include it, because see, the function is only saying include once. Okay, so the file will get included only once. In the same manner, if we use require once here, first let's write only require. Okay, so if save this, go to the browser and hit refresh. Now we are again seeing 3 headers. So this function is also, require function is also displaying the header 3 times. But if I now write require once in all the 3 lines, save this, go to your browser, hit refresh, and again we are seeing only one header. So this function is also doing the same thing. Once it loads the file header.php, then again if we try to include that file or require that file, it will not include it. So require once and include once work in the same manner, that once the file is included, it will not include it again. So how does it help? It helps that the reloading time of your website becomes faster. It does not include the file once again once it is already included, so it's save a lot of reloading time, so your website opens a bit faster. So this is one advantage, and there's the general difference between the require and include function, which you have seen in the previous lecture. So I hope that you enjoyed this lecture, and in the next lecture we will start with our database. We will have an introduction to our database and we will see how we can perform the CRUD operation in PHP, that is create, read, update and delete. So let's just go into the next lecture and start coding. I will meet you there. Thanks and have a great day.